Varis Pathan, are we now to believe that Hindus cannot celebrate Ram Navami without fear of stone pelting and arson? What prompted this behavior, sir?
Well, Gaurav, first and foremost is violence of any kind is condemnable. Nobody has a right to take law into their own hands. And whosoever indulges in violence or rioting, the police must book them as per law, whether in West Bengal, whether in Maharashtra, whether in Gujarat. Everybody has a right to practice their own religion. But what we are seeing is, Gaurav, will you allow me to just show me certain visuals? First, I was the person, and we had said that for the last 3 months, certain people are coming from outside and they are trying to shade the atmosphere of Maharashtra. Like Raja Singh, Suresh Chawanke, they came to Maharashtra, several rallies were organized, wherein calls for Muslim genocide were given, calls hate were given, hate
Sir, register an FIR against whoever that individual may be. What justifies targeting police vehicles? What justifies a mob of 500 coming and surrounding the Maryada Purushottam Sri Ram temple?
No.
Nothing justifies taking law in their own hands, sir. I'm sorry, no unverified images will be shown on this broadcast.
Violence is not justified.
But if somebody was trying to violate the law of the land, sir, आप तो वकील हैं, you know the law of this land, FIR दर्ज कराओ, जेल में बंद कराओ, पत्थर थोड़ी मारेंगे, sir. But let me also bring in Tuhin Sinha into this conversation. Tuhin Sinha, why do you think this is orchestrated? And why do you think this is an orchestrated attack against the Hindu community celebrating the Ram Navami? Tuhin Sinha, it is your government in power, whether in Maharashtra or in Gujarat, your government, your police have failed to protect Hindus.
Gaurav ji, we should be happy about this.
No, protect the Indian citizens.
There are only two reasons why we see these repeated Ram Navami violence year after year. One is the Hindu-phobic mindset of people like Mamata Banerjee, and two is the Aurangzeb mindset of parties like AIMIM. Now, when Mamata Banerjee makes an appeal, stay away from Muslim areas, what is she trying to say? You know, these divisions were made in 1947, and then later in 1971, there was one more division, not to our doing. But when she says Muslim areas, does she mean that Hindus are not supposed to, be present in certain areas? I think this is the mentality that needs to be called out.
Before I bring in Dr. Vikram Singh, Varis Pathan, do you want to quickly respond? What is a Muslim area? What is a Muslim area where a Hindu procession cannot go?
Malwani, Mumbai mein Malwani jaise.
No, well, Gaurav, anybody can go anywhere. Today in Jahangirpuri, they took out the procession without the permission of the police. Nothing happened. Let them do. But what I am saying is, in Gujarat today, this video is viral everywhere, where the Hindu Parishad people comes before the media and says that direct call for violence is given by him. He says that Gujarat ko 2002 ki tarah bana denge.
Register an FIR, jail mein band kare.
Nothing. In
rights to nahi kar sakte na sir Hindustan mein.
The people jumping
that
on the
Muslim area happened, as Tuhin Sinha says, in August 1947. I hope that is very clear, sir. There are no more Muslim areas. Every inch of India belongs to every Indian. Dr. Vikram Singh.
There is no Muslim area, there is no Hindu area.
Dr. Vikram Singh, I hope that message the state is able to send out, that there are no more pockets in India anymore. Whatever area had to be demarcated was demarcated in August 1947, sir.
Gauravji, may I submit that you're absolutely right. India belongs to every Indian, and that is where the buck stops. Now, fuel is being added to fire by irresponsible political statements. Now, a festival is celebrated as per the norms and as per the traditions which are ingrained in a document, a permanent Thana record that is known as the festival register or the Tyohar register. Now, Tyohar register incorporates where it will go, how it will go, almost the approximate number of participants and the timings. If it's a mixed locality, there are additional police reinforcements in front of the procession, along with the procession, behind the procession, and on the rooftops. There are intelligence reports and the precautions taken to make preventive arrest before the festival, not made by the police. I blame the police for that. During the procession, when the brickbatting happened, the police were caught on the wrong foot. Again, I blame the police. A professional police, Gauravji, would never feel helpless, but they give a lesson of a lifetime to every writer. The police have been caught on the wrong foot, and I would say let the politicians make a bigger mess of their politics, but the police have a job to perform and give the fear of the Almighty in all the writers. No NSA slapped in all the 3 cases, and that is where my problem. Bring the fear of God
You're
bring the fear
absolutely right,
to the
sir.
minds
Bring
of
the fear
everyone.
of
You cannot take
God
liberties like
in
that.
front of these rioters and whoever is encouraging them. But I once again want to bring in Varis Pathan. Varis Pathan, I want to understand from you, sir. When we talk about Ganga Jamuni Tehzeeb, it cannot be a one-way street. Ganga Jamuni Tehzeeb, if at all, has to mean even if there is a mosque in that area and a Hindu procession is going, let everybody welcome it. That would be real Ganga Jamuni Tehzeeb, not what happened in Vadodara, as Gopi was reporting, that a mosque roof was used to pelt stones at that Ram Navami procession, sir.
Well, Gaurav, there are certain people who are trying to create hate mongering in the state. In Maharashtra last night, what happened? People were saying that Ram temple ke upar attack kar diya, but that very time, that very moment, our party MP Imtiaz Jalil was present in that Ram temple, and he take out a video. He
Yes.
was live from there. He said nothing has happened here.
Yes.
I am sitting with our Hindu brothers, and the video is viral.
Yes.
Who's this hate mongering? But why did the Maharashtra government not take steps to ensure that peace prevails in the state? Why were the Suresh Chavan ke Raja Singh not detained, not arrested when they were spreading hate? Who's responsible for that? Who's responsible for the person who's radicalized those people who, in the name of Ram Navami procession, went in Mathura on the masjid top and they were unfurling the flags? I am showing you
sir,
that.
you're a lawyer.
Who's
I am
responsible?
sure.
Who radicalized those
Sir, you're a lawyer. I'm sure you know
that we will
how
make
an
it like
FIR is
2002
registered.
Gujarat.
Sir, I'm sure you know how a FIR is registered.
Of course we will
and
register. Of course.
I'm sure you will reach out to your community and reach out to every individual and tell them that stone pelting is not the way out. Arson and violence is not the way out.
Everybody not to indulge into violence.
What happened at Sambhajinagar? What happened at Sambhajinagar? Who started burning those police vehicles?
To take law into their own hands.
Absolutely, sir. And Tuhin Sinha,
Yes, that
Varis Pathan is
I am
absolutely right.
taking an opportunity to request the people of the country not to take law into their
Sir,
own hands.
there is
and
no
not to
request.
indulge into violence.
There is no request. It has to be enforced. Let that be very clear. Nobody's going to request anybody to follow law. They have to follow law. That's the law of the land. It's not by choice. But I want to bring in Tuhin Sinha. Tuhin Sinha, it's an absolute failure of the government, whether in Maharashtra or in Gujarat, not to be able to catch these chaps who are burning police vehicles, sir.
Dekhiye, Gauravji, when it comes to Sambhajinagar, let me tell you this, that the day parties like AIM and Varis Pathan wholeheartedly support the renaming of Sambhajinagar, this Aurangzeb mentality will automatically end. It is this Aurangzeb mentality. He had a problem with his Hindu festivals. Now his fanboys, his cheerleaders today have a similar problem. The government
arrest them if they are in violation of law of the land,
in
sir?
an exemplary manner. Yes, all these things sometimes erupt all of a sudden, but in the same manner that you've seen Yogi ji acting, that the same action will be taken here and in other parts of the country. But again, people like chief ministers like Mamta Banerjee abet these riots. In 2016, one of the sitting cabinet ministers of Mamta Banerjee took a Pakistani journalist to the Diamond Harbour area and said, "Come, let me show you to mini Pakistan." So,
sir, for the moment, I will stay on the incident today. I will not go back into history, but I want to understand from Dr. Vikram Singh. Sir, seriously fail to understand statements like a Muslim-dominated area, avoid taking a yatra through them. Is this actually encouraging, one, vote bank politics, two, letting some people think that they're above the law of this land? And sir, does this smack of abject failure of the police and the administration, or is this political pressure on the police not to act?
Gauravji, 3 quick points. Absolute control of law and order and public peace are non-negotiable, and nobody has a right to vitiate it. What the Chief Minister of West Bengal has said is totally unacceptable. If there is a tradition that the procession will go from place A to B, it shall go from A to B, whether it belongs to the majority community or the minority community, it doesn't make no difference. And to speak in such loose terms, speak irresponsibly, is nothing but naked vote bank politics. The police have been caught on the wrong foot because they seem to be in a state of bewilderment. And they need to understand that they are not accountable to the political master, they are accountable to the rule of law and to the constitution. Absolute following the rules, the constitution, the CRPC and the IPC is what you are being paid for, not to follow the dictates of the political master, especially when it is tuned to the political manifesto, which is just an anachronism in our democracy. The police are a professional organization and should abide by the rule of law. Public peace is non-negotiable.
Public peace is non-negotiable. Varis Pathan, can we once again get back to the basics? Every inch of India is for all Indians, every part of this country. And you do agree, sir, Those who wanted a separate Muslim area got it in 1947. There is no other Muslim area that's coming up.
Well, of course, you are 100% right, Gaurav. When the individual person belongs to India, we are proud Indian Muslims, and we have rejected the two-nation theory of Jinnah, and today we are living in our country, Bharat. We are proud of it. But who is trying to vitiate the atmosphere? The BJP, it is responsibility of the government of the day to ensure that peace prevails. In Maharashtra, the BJP government, I will tell you, had they taken stern steps to ensure that peace prevails, that this Chavan K and Raja Singh type people
Sir,
are
I'm not naming individuals because they're not here to defend themselves.
Jalna,
You know,
three,
India
four
today
people
does
enter a
not.
mosque. When
India
the Imam
today
was
does
reading a
not go by
Quran,
any
he
name.
was forced to chant Jai Shri Ram. He
Sir,
did not say his beard was cut off.
Sir,
His beard was
Varis
removed.
Pathan,
His beard was good.
register an FIR. Register an FIR against that individual. Whoever is violating the law, register an FIR. My request to you, sir, whoever is in violation of the law, do register an FIR,
we have
sir.
registered FIR.
And do not request your community, do not request any community to follow the law, sir. Instruct them. They have to follow the law of the land. Dr. Vikram Singh, I will let you have the last word on this. That it's not a request.
It cannot be a request.
You know,
Rule of law is not an option.
These are images from Sambhaji Nagar, and I want every Indian to see these images. These writers don't have to be requested to follow the law of the land. Dr. Vikram Singh, they have to be told if they don't follow the law of this land, NSA follows.
I reiterate, rule of law is non-negotiable, and everybody, it's the pious duty of every Indian to follow the rule of law. And those who don't are quoting the recipe of disaster for themselves and their progeny and their families. Let the police understand that those who cross the Lakshman Rekha will have to face consequences, and the consequences are going to be terrible. Do not be caught on the wrong foot, and let the politicians do their politics. You are there to ensure security, peace and calm for every Indian, even if it is the cost of the supreme sacrifice. That is what we have been paid for. That's what you are being paid for. Jai Hind, India is supreme.
I will let that be the last word on the show. Varis Pathan, Dr. Vikram Singh and Tuhin Sinha for joining me here on this India First special on Shri Ram Navami. Remember, Shri Ram is Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram. He is the epitome of what is right. Must follow his teachings, and that's very clear. Follow the straight line. That is all I have for you on India First this evening.